I've always been someone who has one or two special friends. This was throughout primary and secondary school, and it's only really been on the last few years that I've felt my social circle broaden. It's been difficult, but from a young age I became very self-reliant because of this. I can go a whole week or more without talking to anyone but my cat, and for some that idea is terrifying, but for me it is absolutely perfect. We're social creatures, but I would still like this video to help inspire you to be in your own company and be able to enjoy it. You might need to force yourself, but I think it will be worth it. Social media distracts us from our own company, so even when we're alone, if we're scrolling, our brains are absorbing the presence of others through photos and videos and sound. However, exploring new hobbies in isolation can help exercise the skill of being fulfilled by yourself. I find this helps my self-esteem and overall mood. I'm not searching for assurance in others. I have validation already in me. I've just sat down for breakfast. I made myself some coffee and I did this new way of a yogurt bowl where I've caramelized some banana with butter in a pan with honey and cinnamon, and then I've got some nut butter, yogurt, blueberries, pumpkin and sunflower seeds and walnuts. So time to eat. Hello lovelies, I hope you're all having a beautiful day and welcome back. Today I'm so excited. I'm filming a really positive video and I think it has a lovely message behind it, so I'm really excited to be filming. Today I'm going to be trying out lots of new hobbies and also showing you through some already well existing hobbies in my life. I was inspired to film this video by Kate Brooke. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm going to put her YouTube channel up here. It might be Kate Brock, I'm not entirely sure. But she filmed a video recently where she tried out lots of new hobbies and it really inspired me. When I finished watching the video, I kind of went away very motivated to try something new, but also it really got me thinking about the importance of feeling happy in your own company and just like having that very valuable life skill of being able to spend a lot of time on your own but feeling very content with that and not relying on other people for some kind of validation that you've had a good day, if that makes sense. Being self-sufficient has always come quite naturally to me, but for a lot of other people they have to teach themselves this skill, and I'm hoping that this video can help inspire anyone dealing with that. This is a sign that you should take up some hobbies. And by hobbies, I don't mean things that you have to do. This isn't connected to work or anything. Hobbies means things that you want to do, things which make you happy, that are fun, that just make you feel good about yourself and your life. Things that you can do on days off. If you can spend a long period of time on your own, in your own company, and be very happy and fulfilled doing your own thing, then you won't have to lean on external characters for any sort of satisfaction. And you can still have a really good day or a good week just being on your own and we're sociable creatures. It's very normal to want to see friends and have connections, but without going into the whole nature versus nurture debate, I do want to just spread the message that it's important that you are happy on your own, because regardless of what happens around you, you're stuck with yourself for your whole life, and that it's important that you're okay with that in order for you to live a fulfilling, happy, long life, if that makes sense. I'm hoping I'm explaining myself okay, but I'm gonna put a list up here of all the hobbies that I'm trying out today. I've already done one of them, which is a little morning stretch. I did that first thing and it felt really good. I go to a weekly yoga class on Tuesday mornings at the bottom of town in a local art centre, and it's really lovely. I love all my yoga friends, they're so nice and I really enjoy it. But today I just did a very like casual kind of small little body stretch and a little bit of breathing exercises, which really helped actually. I felt very like awake, and it was still quite early in the morning and I was still quite tired, but after doing some breathing exercises and some stretching, I felt very like ready for the day. I feel like it woke my body up really well. I'm not going to be doing it every day. I think half an hour every morning dedicated to stretching is quite insane for me. And I don't have the time for that. I feel like that's quite a privilege to be able to have half an hour every morning of just free time to stretch, and it's unrealistic. I think I'm going to try and do it kind of like 2 to 3 times a week, because it did feel really good. It also kind of got my mind off of things, which passed the time on my own really well, because my mind was mostly just kind of focusing on my body and the present and my physical vessel of my body, rather than all like the overthinking thoughts going on in my brain. So it helped me kind of just connect and ground myself a bit for the rest of the day, which I think is such a beneficial practice. It was slightly meditative, but I didn't try and do any meditation. That just kind of happened naturally, as you think it would. The next little hobby I'm going to be doing today is reading. I read already very regularly, about 10 pages a day I would say, but I still thought that this would be a good little hobby to include in the video, because I know not everyone reads, so I wanted to just remind you that you should. I hope you find this video uplifting the same way that I do, and it inspires you a little bit, gets you motivated, and yeah, enjoy! I'm about to start my knitting. It's a new hobby that I started on Saturday. Today is Monday, so I've only been doing it for a few days. I'm knitting a scarf. This is how far it's got. Sadly, the wool I bought, I got like last year, and I think I'm gonna run out of wool, and I'm praying that the shop still stocks it. despite the fact that I bought this yarn like a year ago, probably more than that. It's going well. I'm doing a moss stitch, so I don't know if you can see, but it's really like bobbly, and then every so often I create a stripe with a double knit, like a knit stacked on top of another knit row. But yeah, and I'm listening to this playlist. It's by an account called Julie, I don't know why I said it like that, and it's really good. It's just got like all the songs that you could dream of. Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you say, anywhere. I think knitting's a really good hobby because I'm creating something which makes me feel very productive, but it's so relaxed and I can actually kind of turn my brain off quite a bit. So I'm being productive and working on something which is giving myself quite a lot of satisfaction and feeling of accomplishment, but it's not like I'm working myself to death at college work or anything. Instead, I'm doing something which is really fun, and you can kind of like, depending on what pattern you choose and what garment you're making, you can of course like make it more or less challenging to fit either your like preference or your ability. I'm very much a beginner. This is my first ever knitting thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you found it inspiring or at least enjoyable to watch, and if you try out the recipe, let me know. I feel like I've done a lot in the last 48 hours, which is a really nice feeling. It feels very kind of satisfactory to know that I've spent my time well rather than like doom scrolling, or not that I really doom scroll anyway, to be honest, but actually there are so many hours in the day and sometimes it feels like time is just completely slipping away from you under your feet and you can't even keep track of the days as they go by, and suddenly a year's passed and then 5 years, etc. But actually, like, I filmed this video over 2 days and it feels like I've taken every single minute of those 2 days for their full potential. feels like I've done so much so well, and I really enjoyed my time, and it's kind of like paused it all a little bit for me. I think without social media and without really fast mental distractions, time would feel very differently to us, and I think that's what I've realised having filmed this video. Because of our phones and social media and trends, micro trends, which are like turning out so quickly, and news and all this kind of information which we're bombarded with every day on like a constant conveyor belt, because of all of that, I think time goes very quickly. But for the last couple of days, I've very much disconnected from all of that, and I've just been in my own company, and time has felt a lot more grounded and slow, and it's been really relaxing. For my scarf, the knitting shop that I bought the yarn from wasn't stocking the yarn anymore that I was using, but I managed to order some in, so I'm going to continue that project when the yarn arrives next week. But for now, I'm going to be making myself some mittens with this like really lovely pink yarn that I bought yesterday, and I got some smaller needles, so that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. Probably go for a walk. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.